Okay.
All right. You see that Caudillo Rebellion? It's the path you're gonna take, looking at your focus tree, starting at
Yeah.
the Plan de Agua, and then going down left. That's gonna get rid of that one.
This tree looks much more noticeable. Okay. Free
Yeah, it's gonna
military
be.
factories. Okay. Does anything need repairs? No. Do we care to build anything?
You already
Convoy?
have all of your dockyards on convoys. Convoys supply your troops and let you do naval invasions.
Yeah. Where can I see the number of shipyards that I have?
Uh,
Right
so
here, there's two.
so yeah. So dockyards 2 of 2.
Oh, right
Oh,
here. Yep.
well, also yeah, there it is. And then to the left of that is military factories 2 of 3. So that's how many you currently have in use. You
Yeah.
can also check that at any time without opening this menu just by hovering your mouse over the factory count in the very top of the screen next to the green 52D.
I see. Okay. Um, they need main armament.
So, as of the latest DLC, you now have to design planes and tanks
Great.
and ships. Um, but it's okay because there's more or less a well understood, like, best version of all of those things.
Alright. So, in my carrier, um, I can do that in here.
Are you asking how to make a plane?
Yeah, well, I've got this notification here, missing equipment production, fighter, and close air support.
Oh, you're just gonna have to live with that for a while. To make a plane design, you need air experience, which is that red star with the 0 next to it.
Yep.
And you get that from exercising your aircraft or from having them participate in air combat. Until then, you see the little red stick figures that are kind of saluting you? Hold shift and left click on that.
Yep.
You've now selected your entire army. You see the silhouette with a green plus? Click that.
That's right. I have to get a fucking general for him,
You
don't
don't
I?
have to, but I seriously encourage you to. You've now assigned them to a general. I'm gonna save you a headache. Hit the V key and then click on your capital, which is the green star.
V.
All right. So they will now just exercise. Well, they'll sit in your capital. Um, hit V again. All
Okay.
right. So they will just walk over to your capital, sit down, and you can have them all in one place. Once time begins.
Yep, I need to get a commander here.
All right. So then you see click to assign above all of your army. It's under your country flag.
That's right. I want someone just planning speed and
Yeah.
supply consumption. 3, 2, 3. Well, let's do this guy. Perfect. Alright. Alright. Military factory. There's still one basic.
Yeah. So it's basically saying you aren't training any divisions. Don't worry about that. You don't have the equipment for it. And it's saying you haven't used all of your military factories. You should be producing something. And I agree. I'd either put one more on basic infantry equipment, or I'd put one in towed anti-air. The
I was
benefit
gonna do
towards
the
putting it
tow.
in basic infantry equipment is you can see that the green bar is all the way full, and at the start of the game, before the game is unpaused, it will treat it as though it had always been that way, and just give you maximum production efficiency from the start.
Ah, that's all right. It'll build up.
Gotcha.
Dagger is currently used for ship repairs. Okay. Naval. Do I have any navy? No.
You do, but I mean,
I was just gonna tell him to do some exercises.
gotcha. All right, my army is now USA colors, red, white, blue.
Fantastic. Federal wing, close air support.
I am short 32,000 guns. That's not going to be an issue. Because I'm making 30 a day.
Um, I don't care. Fucking exercises.
Are you wondering how you exercise them?
I'm gonna use these. No, I already told him. Alright, I think I'm ready to unpause.
All right. Do you want to go at 5 speed or 4 speed? 5 speed is faster.
Um, I leave it to you for now.
We'll do 5 speed, and if you have any issues, just kind of make a loud noise, and I'll pause.
Yep. I'm remembering how this goes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Game starts.
Alright.
We went down to 4 speed because we were lagging. Awesome. All right. Well, 4 speed it is.
Fair enough.
I forgot Japan starts out the game buying the U.S.'s oil. Air priority medium. Begin exercising. All in the battleship force. Get on the battle.
Are we on a proper team together? Not yet. We're not in alliance. Fuel. Did you gain 48 fuel?
You'll
Fuel.
eventually get a thing where it's like, "Hey, U.S., can you tell Britain I'd like to be in the Allies?" And the U.S. is like, "Yeah, sure." And then we're all on the same team. But in order for me to get in the Allies, Japan has to make the severe lapse of judgment to declare war on me.
That's fair.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment.
What is your lapse in judgment?
No, I was parroting Japan.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like, "Oh,
that's
I'm going
true.
to declare war on the U.S."
That goes exceptionally well for them.
I mean,
Last I heard.
I had an interesting comment during Factorio about Japan. Anyway, awesome. My opponent suffered defeat in the Senate. It'll be 1,000 days until I have enough guns. Oh hell yes. Well, lucky me, it'll be about 1,000 days till I join the war. Alright, so how many votes do I need for ag adjustments? Yes.
Amazing. Oil's going up slowly. Ah, my radar stations. I remember them.
Alright, so then I have to go. The second this is done, I mash Robert Taft, lobby again, and then I do WPA. Trying to remember, because there is a definitive best path for America. Good for Turkey. Turk.
Could you pause it? Burn in
Yes.
Hell Trader. Factor output plus
Uh,
10% stability minus 5.
I would hit Requiescaten Pace.
Stability. Yeah, more stability. And then purge the bureaucracy.
Yes. And then once you have the political power for it, I would try and grab there's an advisor you can get that gives you stability and democracy support, both of which you would like to have.
Yeah, he is. This one. I need 150.
Social reformer. Yeah, there he is. So once you get that, I'd pick him, just because that's a good thing to try and grab.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready to go again.
Alrighty. Second London Naval Conference. I have the sneaking suspicion England wouldn't shoot itself in the foot by targeting its ally.
Fair enough. Watch them do it anyway.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they make some very curious decisions. Alright, my lobbying effort should come through.
I know I don't have the most interesting country to play as, chat, but I have almost no idea how to play this extremely involved and complicated game.
Hold on. I'm going over. So, your quote-unquote exciting part of the game hasn't begun yet. That's where you invade all of Central America and the Caribbean.
Yeah. So, you'll see combat and stuff eventually. But I tend to play the nations that
It's
just have more to
36.
do with setup and things.
It's May 36. I don't know what's...
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of just kind of hanging out here, doing like slow build prep things, because I'm playing a smaller nation. I know this event's about to time out. There's like nothing I can do about it.
Caudillo Rebellion? Yeah, so nothing bad's gonna happen. You're taking the fastest path to get rid of it. Basically, it'll just give you a worse version of it, but it doesn't matter because the final focus you'll do removes it too.
Yeah. $66. Basic machine tools.
Because I am the USA, I will focus on industry, baby. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum bum.
Hey, for industry, concentrated industry is probably better.
It
Or
depends. So
dispersed.
the way the game works, right, is if you're researching new tech and you're swapping your production lines out often for better versions of things, you want to go dispersed. But if you're just making one thing for the long time, you want to go concentrated. So that's just kind of what you have to pick. I usually go dispersed just because I prefer it better, but there's benefits to either.
Okay. I've usually gone concentrated, but that's because I play super tiny nations. This is the biggest nation I've played to date.
Oh, don't you worry, it's gonna get way bigger.
Not a theorist. I don't care.
Sorry, the setup for this game is usually a bit.
Yeah. No, I love it. We're to 121. Tension's high, detention's very high.
You get used to it.
Yeah. Got 125 political power. Went to 35% stability. So, like, it's getting sorted.
Mm-hmm. The church is helping a bit.
Yeah.
The name of the game for me is just constantly lobbying actual USA gameplay. But it will give me 5% more of my economy. Everyone clap, they did it. Spanish Civil War.
Spanish has made war with Spain.
Sorry, we're on the peaceful half of the world for a bit.
Yeah. Everything over here, stuff is going crazy. Not that we have any intel on it, but it's happening.
Hold on, it's getting even better. You see Republic in Spain? It's just labeled on the map as Spain. And there's going to be another one. It's going to be a little bit. Like, there's going to be another one.
Can we pause? I've arrested General Cedillo.
Yes, you have. Your stability is much better for it.
Yeah, now we want to ban political militias, legacy of revolution.
So, looking at your stuff, I would either, ban political militias is pretty strong.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be the way to go.
I'd do revolutionary women because you get 3 civilian factories for it, which will boost your economy by a lot.
Yeah. I like it.
And then I'd go down to soldadas, which will give you 2 military factories, 5 army experience, and set the rule that women are allowed to become pilots.
Oh, fantastic.
From there, down to Spanish Civil War refugees, which you can only do while the Civil War is going. You can either choose Falangist veterans or Spain's loyalists, down to either Hispanic Alliance or Bolivarian Alliance. Your call. Coastal Defense Plan, march southward, unify Central America, integrate the South, liberate the Caribbean, integrate the Caribbean. If you do seize the Panama Canal, we might have to beef, but it's fine because I don't care that much. And then push past the Darien Gap and Andean Offensive, which is just how you get war with all of South America. If you go and do that one, I think eventually Great Britain will intervene. So maybe don't do Darien Gap, but everything before that is fine.
Oh, push
I have a
past the
focus
Darien
to
Gap.
secure China. What the hell?
Let's see. Doing what?
What?
What'd you do to China?
I have a focus to secure China.
Amazing. Alright. Ready to continue?
Gotcha. I am bum rushing the important focuses. At least I'm trying to. Yes! I'm getting RNG government events. I'm very happy about it. It is now basically a waiting game until Japan declares war on China, which will be my quote-unquote Great Awakening. If this all lines up well, I can go from undisturbed isolation to partial mobilization pretty quickly, which is the best economy law I'm probably going to get a hold of. That's just something I have to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, lobby again.
Even for opposing the rest, Stalin, Blaine follows minor problems.
Blame
Stalin has arrived in Mexico.
Lenin. Or not Lenin, Trotsky.
Yeah, I love Trotsky.
So here's how it works. We aren't Stalin's puppets gives him asylum is basically the canon option, where you basically just agreed that you don't like him, but he can sit here because he's a person and he deserves rights. Extradite him to the Soviet Union is the option you pick if you want to be good buddies with the Soviet Union. It makes them much stronger because they don't have weird like stability penalties. And he's an organizational genius. Let's have him join the government is how you start the communist path. Because you can see that he gives ticking communism support.
Amazing.
Do we want a strong Soviet Union or do we want just whatever?
I think we aren't Stalin's puppets.
Alright, that's the canon option.
I'm fine if the Soviet Union dislikes me. I'm far enough away from them they can't do anything immediately.
I was gonna say, what the fuck are they gonna do? You're guaranteed by me.
Yeah.
Are you? Yes, you are. Forgot I start the game doing that.
amazing.
Okay, so Italy didn't kill Ethiopia fast enough, and now they're stuck in a weird terminal war, where Italy technically won, but Ethiopia is in a government in exile in the UK.
Love that for them.
It usually means Ethiopia eventually wins, so good for them. If I can make a recommendation, I would get to maximum infrastructure in a state that has a lot of like factory slots. So click on any of your factories.
Done. So like this one up here.
Yeah. So you have the highest number of them that you get is like 5 and 4. I would get to maximum infrastructure in those states, and then I would build civilian factories in those states. And you can drag the items in the queue by just left click and dragging them on anything that isn't cancel. So if you want to change the order in which things happen, there you go. I'd let cheapest finish just because it's already halfway done.
Yeah.
Yep, and then civilian factories and Coahuila. Oh, you already have some being built in Coahuila. Yep, so I'd move that right under the infrastructure in Coahuila. You see under Sonora to La Paz, the railroad that
Yeah.
you have?
I need a civilian one that I'm building there. And I'm not currently building one
Here you are.
there. That was a military one.
Oh, never mind. Yep. So
Yeah,
put it in there. It'll be at the bottom of the
no.
queue. I forget if it's either Control or Alt that you can push, but that sense it's at the top of the queue, so it's easier to find. I'd put it under the infrastructure because the infrastructure will speed up the process of building that.
Yep. And then we're just gonna chock it full of civilian factories.
All right, there you go. That's your economy set up for a little bit.
Oh, you're going to unpause it.
Gotcha.
Forgot that it was paused. I'm just like over here doing my own shit.
somewhere in here I have. There's Arsenal of Democracy. That is 12 military factories. I'll do that one later. Right now, it's more important for me to fix my economy and just put more weight on it.
We've banned political militias.
Well done.
Let's get settled
Revolutionary
down.
movement.
Fires, building site and civilian factory. Yep, okay.
At some point, you're gonna want to stop by and follow anti-disestablishmentarianism down to Catholic politics to become a Catholic democracy, but that's in the future. If possible, I would try to do that before you go to war, because England is less likely to guarantee somebody if you're a democracy, and then it's like, oh, well, they must have a good reason for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that wouldn't be very sporting of them, I do say.
Yeah. Requires control the army, so I'm gonna have to get control of the army. And then head down this. Yeah, and then I get knights. Alright, that's not bad.
Oh, and then down there is the giant wakes, which is what I'm going to have to end up doing.
Is the giant what?
The giant wakes.
Weeks. I don't know.
It's like America has woken up.
Oh, yeah. Might I make a recommendation?
Yes.
Over at Pearl Harbor, don't put all your ships there.
Don't worry, they're all sitting right outside of California, so that way I can sink them myself. I have 244 ships just chilling. Hold on.
Captain of Industry could be really good.
I agree. Do you already have the democracy guy in?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, Bartolome Garcia Correa. Yep. I may have just made a large mistake, but I'm fine with it.
And that is.
It's fine. Probably.
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 One can hope, right?
Builds a new munitions plant in North Carolina. You bet. I'll build exactly one, so shut the fuck up. And go to Selective Training Act. This will set my war support nice and high. Well, actually set to 10, but that's not super.
Completed the Focus Agricultural Credit Bank.
That one's pretty good. Liberalize the banking sector is also good.
I just need that to do the industrial guy.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean
the captain of
captain
industry.
Yeah, go for it.
National Focus. Where is that? Agricultural Credit Bank, right there.
Yep. Under Bank of Mexico, which actually also gives you like a really cheap industrial advisor. It's like half or 3/4 off.
Yeah, let's go really jump over here real quick.
Well, 1936 has almost come to pass. What's your New Year's resolution going to be?
Take someone out for once. Conquer something for once and not fail to the first thing I fight.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Central America has no fucking chance. Except for El Salvador. That little doorstop is so annoying to fight.
Amazing. I'm ready to unpause when you are, I believe.
I am also ready.
Why do I produce no oil?
Because I have oil rights to your oil.
Got it.
If you want your oil rights, you have to go down to oil field expansion, nationalize the oil fields, which is underneath the National Bank stuff.
Oh yeah, oil field expansion. I see.
Apologies, didn't mean to punch my microphone. Who am I kidding? Just beat my microphone.
Knock him out.
Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Yes, sir. Do declare. once this focus is done, I have to hold for 20 days, and then take Fair Labor Standards Act and Scientific Research and Development Office.
Replace
Arsenal of
assertive terse
Democracy.
with powerful or assertive with weak?
What?
Formician
You want a more assertive
Constantine.
church because look, it also reduces the amount of factories that get spent on your civilians, which gives you more ability to actually build stuff. It eventually removes the stability penalty if you go to an even stronger church.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, regardless, I'm getting a penalty.
Alright, so I take the one that lets you build faster, so the top option.
Yeah.
Because factory output just increases the rate at which you like produce items, but you could also just make more factories to do that same thing.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about all you. Well, hold on. Go to military staff.
Which one?
Oh yeah, get that guy. That's really good. Get the Bank of Mexico. Under
Banco de Mexico?
Yeah, it's cheap and it's good, and it makes your economy a lot cheaper.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and then go to your decisions tab. It's to the right of your flag. And go down to improve worker conditions. It's under political actions.
Yeah, improved worker.
And then click that one. It'll give you ticking weekly stability, which you very desperately want.
For a while.
And the cost is slightly offset by the event you just took, and it will also go away after a while, letting you keep the stability while losing the debuff. That high stability will also prevent you from getting into civil wars. So, there you go.
Fantastic. How's my construction coming along? Well, infrastructure is rising. Sure, the United States can move its units through my territory. What do I care? I have very little concern about them suddenly attacking me and wiping me out.
Nah, you're fine. I won't like you.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
No. I am ready whenever you are.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was running. Doing great over here. Civilian factories, 12. Military factories, 3. I wonder which one I'm using.
Well, you need civilian factories to make military Well, you need civilian factories to make everything, so they're the better deal. But you do need
for the
military
early game.
factories to make weapons, which you also need. So
Where are you heading to? Running through my lands.
nowhere. Just on a field trip to Mexico City. That's it.
I noticed. You guys are just casually hanging out.
There's nothing to be concerned about, probably.
Well, you've almost got as many soldiers as me in a matter of moments.
How many soldiers do you have?
Oh, I've got 21, but you just like immediately moved in 8.
I start off with an army of 36, and it's going to balloon eventually.
Oh, I'm well aware. Alright, there's the agricultural credit. Let's come
Alright, now I
back
have to
over
hold for
this
20
way.
days.
Alright, now we want to... Anti-establishmentarianism requires control of the army. Let's get control of the army.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
First, I need control of the army.
That would be good.
Now I need to get back up to 75 power so I can get my captain of industry.
You're actually doing pretty good on stability. You went net positive. Basically, the way the game works is it just wants to know if you're above 50% or not. And if you're above 50%, you get some nice bonuses, and if you're below half, you get some serious penalties. You get bonuses and penalties based on how far you are, but...
Yeah. We're at 30% popularity for democracy as well. 45 is
good.
not aligned at all.
Yeah, that's just vague authoritarian.
Yeah. We got 8% communist, 17 fascist. So we're doing great.
Yeah.
Modify my officer corps. No. No, I can spend 50. I don't wish to spend 50. The
Everyone
Regional Defense
clap,
Council of
they did it
Aragon
again.
declared war on Spain. Cool. Spain has declared war on Spain. Is basically what I heard. There they go. Look at all those little combat bubbles.
Have you done Solderas?
Done what now?
Soldaderas? It's a focus.
Oh, Soldaras? Yeah, I got Soldaras.
Okay, I would go down to Spanish Civil War
Oh,
refugees.
no, I do not have
sooner than
Soldaras.
later. Okay, you want to go down to Spanish Civil War refugees sooner than later. You basically just want to get it done before the Civil War ends, so that way you can get some stuff.
Sure, Soldaras is happening now.
I wouldn't switch off the focus you were doing.
Oh, no, I finished it. While you were telling me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm desynced because I have to hold for 20 days in order to do stuff.
Yeah. Alright, so Soldaris is happening right now. Other things are happening. How satisfied your supply lines are. If the country lacks trains or the motorized equipment needed to transfer in, affected by supply penalties. So, I would like to make some trains.
Have you researched trains yet?
No.
They're under support companies in the research tab, and they're at the very bottom.
Yeah. I got 16 days until I have radio. Then I can mess with trains. Nice thing is I've got my captain of industry.
Oh hell yeah!
So that'll boost everything greatly.
Hell yeah, brother!
Agency.
All right, now I'm gonna spread out and focus on some other stuff.
That's great. Radio's done. Radio detection would be nice, but I need to get civilian trained so that I can produce trains to fix my supply lines.
I would happily donate you trains, but I physically neutrality act in place.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So I'm not going to interfere in
Chinese,
anything for a bit.
Shanghai. Are we reaching that fun point where China decides to do 50,000 million things all at once?
50,000 watts.
50,000 million things all at once?
The Chinese United Front just formed, which means Japan's about to attack. Which is actually exactly what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, tired of waiting around on them?
Well, it's more so like this, right? When Japan attacks, the world gets a little bit more messy. And when the world gets a little bit more messy, my war support gets a little higher. And when that happens, I can then send like a high five to the Chinese, and then I can immediately get off my awful economy low by taking the giant wakes, because I'll be at 30% or higher war support.
That's nice.
But I'm gonna get my research slot first, just because I would like to research.
Do you think it'd be good for me to focus on air warfare?
I'll guarantee you this: South America doesn't have an air force, or Central America doesn't. So if you wanted to focus on that, you definitely could. You could also work on artillery and anti-air, because if you have those things in your divisions, then you hit harder and you're less susceptible to air attacks. Support equipment is important too, because you're going to be occupying a lot of territory before you consider it rightfully yours. So being able to deal with that is preferable to the alternative.
I'm just like glancing around at like what I want to focus on. Military high command, bombing, army regrouping, infantry. Soldaris is done.
If I'm correct, Japan will be declaring war on China soon-ish. I think they do it in June or July of 37.
Alright, Spanish Civil War. After the 1st January 1940.
So that's basically saying when you can no longer do it.
Yeah.
And then after that, you still have access to literally every one of the support options. They don't cancel after the Civil War is over, to my knowledge. Yeah, I'm not seeing a dependency there.
Cool, then I can jump back and get my church.
Yeah, the second you have refugees done, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, the goal is to get down to Catholic politics, I believe. Or is it just Knights of Columbus? They seek strength in numbers. A free military factory. Tank, da, 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 da.
Hey, Amelia Earhart, let's go. Amelia Earhart.
Fantastic.
Hold on, I have to pick a button to make it so women can be pilots. Hold on. There we go. Feminism.
Nailed it.
Woo-woo! I think I went slightly out of order, which is whatever, but it frankly doesn't matter.
I don't make enough steel. Time to trade.
You make a little steel. It's in Mexico City.
I don't make enough. Because I am exporting steel.
Holy shit! Cuba makes a whole bunch of chromium.
Oh yeah,
151 of it.
amazing. Spanish Civil War refugees is done. Anti-establishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Filter by steel.
Hello,
Who
I
am I
have
sending
steel.
steel to? I'm not sending any out. I export 8 to Peru.
What is your economy law export focus? So basically, you don't get access to all of the resources in your country. Somebody else wants some of them, and they're going to buy them from you. And there's not much you can do about that other than change your trade law. What you can do, however, is organize a buyback. So here's how this works. You say that you're going to buy a certain amount of my steel. And what I then do is I go over to my tab and I buy things from you. So what do you make? You make...
I've got extra tungsten right now.
All right, so how many factories worth of steel do you need from me?
How much does a factory...
A factory gets you 8.
8? One will be more than enough for now.
All right, then I will buy 1 factory's worth of tungsten from you.
Okay, and I will buy 1 factory's worth of steel from you.
All right, there we go. So you are effectively losing nothing. Is the game lagging hard for you?
I'm importing 8 steel. I've requested 8. Fantastic. Alright, my problems have been solved.
Gotcha.
Thanks to Big Brother, United States.
Ain't no thing.
My stability's up to 68%.
Nice, nice.
Went to 145.
Now might be a decent time to either get another political advisor or a chief of the army. Chief of the army will give you ticking army experience, so you can build better armies and research doctrines.
That's what I was thinking. I was looking at the army one. Rewrite the Constitution of 19...
That one's decent. That one will get you down towards Knights of Columbus, which is really strong. Church schools, which gives you a research slot, and Catholic politics, which will change you into a democracy.
Division defense, division training time. Completed support General Cidio. Well, I fucked that one up. Well, I can get more defense or less training time. Well, I'm a turtle. What can I say? Going for defense.
Go for it.
Alright, so now we've got that slowly ticking up always. Honestly, my next 3 might just be getting in a Navy and an Air Force one, so I can just passively gain XP for all of those.
That is an option.
Decisions to make. Modify my officer corps.
I'm about to have 12 more factories, so 3 in that, 2 in that. Get some anti-air up and running. Then a couple more on guns. That's altogether 7, 10, 12. Awesome, I guessed exactly. Build a munitions plant in Utah. The Mormons want guns.
I love that.
I love that for them.
Alright, we rewrote the Constitution.
Congratulations.
Alright, we're gonna get Knights of Columbus.
Utah. Have I already built infrastructure in Utah? I guess I have. I guess I have.
We're now making civilian trains.
Nice.
So hopefully I can start transferring things around, fulfill my logistics requirements that I've been getting yelled at since the beginning of the game.
Hmm.
So, yeah. It's great. I'm excited to get another research slot. That'll be nice.
Active sonar. And off to ship torpedo. Designer.
I'm trying to decide which land doctrine to go for.
Superior firepower is widely considered to be the best one, but there are arguments for grand battle plan and mass assault. It's basically just whatever flavor of infantry you want. There's one doctrine that's basically just tanks, 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 and that's mobile warfare doctrine. So if you want to do tanks, do that one. If you don't, superior firepower.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go superior
and if you don't wanna
firepower.
Okay. I think you even get a guide that makes your superior firepower doctrine cheaper, but I have no proof. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'll hold 20 days again. And then I'll be... Okay. So in 30-ish days, I'll be off of undisturbed isolation and be on partial mobilization, which is my best economy law for a while. More or less done lobbying, so take that, Congress.
The largest world tension has been generated by Japan, 13%. I wonder what they did.
They did invade China, you know.
I wonder what they're up to.
They had a fun little field trip down to China. Michelle, fetch me my drone.
Michelle.
Michelle. This is not gonna go over well. I'd say I wish them the best, but I hope they suck on some rocks.
Oh, I can do an air reformer, air experience gain, or I could do ground support. Which would you suggest?
Ground support if you intend on using any form of close air support, which is widely considered to be pretty good.
I've attained the Knights of Columbus.
Congratulations. You have permanent construction bonuses and ticking democracy support.
Now let's get a research slot. And let's research something.
We don't care what you do. You just have to do something. Michelle.
Michelle.
Michelle. Drunk struck that wedding.
Engineering company, recon.
All right. I have woken up. Economy. I had 130 factories and consumer goods. Now it's only 55. Let's fucking go. To hold out for 20 days, and then I can do Federal Housing Act to get rid of my debuff. Shit.
Wow, I'm now 30%, 36% popular for Democratic.
Nice, nice.
My daily change is plus 0.06. 0.03 from Knights and 0.03 from the guy I got.
Alright, it's almost the end of 37.
What were you doing at the end of 37?
Passing the Federal Housing Act.
I am creating church schools.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with myself about it.
Getting that research slot. There's another one down under Agricultural Credit Bank. If you followed all the way down to rural schools, you can get one there.
Oh, yeah. That's probably where I head next.
Up to you. If you want to start conquering South America, I'd try to become a democracy first. So that's just basically waiting until you get 40% democracy stability or democracy support, and then doing
Catholic politics. Yeah, Catholic politics. Honestly,
Yeah.
when I'm done with church schools, I might be able to do Catholic politics. I'm at 38 right now and climbing quickly.
Nice.
So I might get one in the other thing and then do that. And then I go to war with Guatemala, question mark, I guess. I really don't remember how combat works or division making.
So it's all good. So do you want to train more divisions?
I don't know. I should probably edit them.
It says you have between 7 and 35 divisions.
I have 21 divisions.
That is between 7 and 35. So you have them in an army right now, right? I'm gonna pause. So you have them in an army right now, right? So you can give your army orders. So right above your portrait of your guy on the bottom of your screen, there's a little bar. It says Trans Volcanic Belt Defensive Order. Click on Frontline, It's the little guy with the plus, and there's a
Yeah.
dotted line above him. And then, so click on that, then click on the border with the country that you want to invade. Just hit OK, it's fine. Yep, so just left click to set the order.
Okay.
Alright, so now they're assigned to that order. That's how you, like, decide where your troops want to go, unless you want to just click on the spot that they...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and I can like draw it and add in this extra little section here.
Yep. So right after frontline order is offensive line order. It's the two little carrots to the right with the dotted line.
Yeah.
So that's just you draw where you want them to go to, and like everywhere that's connected, they will consider an endpoint.
Yeah, so I could
So
basically just take this and drag it to this end, and they would capture this half.
I would draw the opposite to so from the part of the country that you border, I would start on the opposite side and then draw along the border. So you see that port underneath Guatemala City?
Yeah.
Okay. Now draw all the way to the right up and along the country, and that will tell your troops to go from the border to the end of their country. So right click and hold and then draw.
Oh, like this. I'm following. Like this?
I would move your thing back down to the point where you started drawing. And then move up and to the right. Once you... So go to frontline order, because you canceled frontline order by not drawing a frontline. Yeah, sorry, offensive line order. My bad.
Actually, I could.
Don't worry about that, it's fine.
Alright. Offensive. Start down here.
Start down and then draw up and to the right. Your goal is basically to just cover the opposite end of the country. So you want to push straight in and cover all of their country.
Oh, I see.
So
just
Guatemala up and to the right.
That was a left click. I just want to do that.
Yes, that exact motion. Perfect.
So the army will start here and then advance to here.
Right, it will start on the border with them and advance until there is no longer a Guatemala to advance into.
Fantastic.
And to begin the order, you can just click on there's a green arrow above your general with a little check mark. It's on the actual portrait. There you are.
Yeah.
So once war is declared, if that button is pushed already, they'll just resume the order.
Okay. Fantastic.
Right, so you can sort of automate the war a little bit.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready to unpause. I'll let my people like get all in position, and then I'll tell them to advance.
I am also ready to unpause.
So an issue that I'm still having is my logistics is not fully met yet. As
yes,
I'm
because
struggling
you are not
on
making
trains. I am making trains, I just don't have enough yet.
Okay. In that case, that issue will slowly be resolved.
Yeah. We're
and
getting
also,
there.
when you capitulate Guatemala, you get all the stuff they had, so maybe they have trains.
Oh, that would be helpful.
Have to build a munitions plant.
Alright.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Advance. Question mark. Alright.
There's Anschluss.
We completed church schools. Just barely don't have enough for that yet. So we'll come back up here and get rural infrastructure. Add to an infrastructure. Okay. On that note, my construction tab, where are things at right now? That's fine. My production tab, everything's fine. Okay.
How do you spell bureau?
Bureau?
Yeah, B-U-R-E-A-U. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so I should just be able to left click on this and they should invade now, yeah?
If you have a wargle on them and have declared war, you don't.
Got it. But they are in position 2. I
Right,
need to
they're ready
research
for
a new
whenever
thing.
you go down there and do that.
Got it. Start upgrading my infantry. Decisions. On that note, actually, where's my air? Close air support and fighter wing.
Alright, I am now free to do whatever focuses I want as I have shaked off my debuffs. Begin immediately by giving refuge to all of the scientists fleeing Germany and Italy. Should power up my research speed by 10%. I'll be picking up another 5% from computing machines. Statehood to Alaska and Hawaii, which is felt like the right thing to do.
Alright, we're researching Catholic politics right now. Well, I guess
yeah.
ranking it up.
Welcome to the world of democracy, mon ami.
Yay.
Happy to have you on board.
Land doctrine cost is cheaper. Or superior firepower. Doctrine cost minus 15%. That's what I want. That's the bitch. Weapon and equipment research minus. Yeah, I need to get that actually really badly.
Where that was. Well, shit. Every single thing I build will be a military factory. I'm going to build only on the inland provinces. Because I like the Midwest.
Fair enough.
Decimetric. I wouldn't pick any of those yet.
No?
When you become a democracy, you get access to a really good thing called, what the hell is it called? Hold on. Relief of command. It makes all of your army guys cost half as much.
Oh, that's nice. Didn't I need to go down here into like the march southward thing?
If you want to start declaring war, yes.
Yeah. Gain annex war goal against Guatemala. Claim gained by Mexico.
Yep. So democracies can't justify war goals. Fascists and communists can. Democracies cannot,
Two defense first.
which is
Okay.
annoying, but whatever.
So after I get this Catholic politics, I'm gonna need to go back over to the Spanish Civil War and work my way down coastal defense.
Go for it.
Right.
Anything good under that? You have the Two Ocean Navy Act. That could be a good meme. Two Ocean Navy Act. I'm the U.S. I should have a big navy. It just makes sense, I promise.
The Panay incident. Doing these because they're fast will give me another research slot, which will allow me to advance much faster. My logistics fulfillment is almost done.
Oh, I whiffed it, but it's fine. It's not that big a deal.
Amazing. We've done it. What am I getting yelled at for?
Welcome to democracy. You are now slightly lighter green. We're happy to have you on.
More infrastructure. Another research slot.
You'll notice your country leader and the Catholic state stability cancel each other, leaving you with just a good amount of civilian factories.
Nice.
Oh, also, you have 25% war support, so when you have the political power for it, go to partial mobilization in your economy laws.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should only need like 125 to do it. It's in there, and then under laws and government, you see the toaster?
Partial
Blue
mobilization.
background toaster. Yep, civilian economy, partial mobilization. Whenever you have the political power for it, do that. It'll give you more of your actual factories and reduce the penalties to building you have.
Oh, fantastic.
It's good. It's pretty good.
Fuel gain per oil minus 10%. Joke's on you, bitch. I'm not allowed to have my oil anyway.
You
Who
know
cares?
Oh, an army just trained. It's two Ocean Navy Act. I can't speak English. Help me.
Hey, we have changed.
Well done. I'm going to improve worker conditions to get my stability up.
I'm about to get a 4th research slot.
Might be a good thing to grab.
I'm excited about it. That way I
Yeah,
can
game.
continue going down. Because I like to try to always keep a research going down the industry tab and down the engineering tab. But like I need to advance my military, you know?
Right. It's kind of a struggle to like stay on level with everything.
Yeah, so having 4 things going will help with that.
Agreed.
So I'm excited. And I officially have enough logistics to fulfill my people's needs.
I have a focus called Unrestricted Submarine Warfare. Because fuck 'em. I'm exporting more rubber than I create. What the hell?
Amazing.
I didn't know I even made rubber. Try to keep it real with you. That wasn't part of the plan. The Force Internationale.
Division speed. Army advisor cost? No. What was the one that you were like, wait to get? No way the
Uh,
wars. Oh, never mind. I have to come back to it. Everything's
Relief of
happening.
Command. It makes
Relief of
all of your army
command.
guys cost half as much. Here, I'll pause.
Okay. Back over this way. Let's go get this or support lane.
So you basically get to choose if you want to be slightly fascist or slightly communist. I don't care. All it does is change the flavor of the alliance you form. Um, the second the alliance forms, disband it. Otherwise, you will lose my guarantee.
Okay. Alright, and then
That one makes your army slightly stronger.
Hispanic
gives you
Alliance.
It gives you reductions in doctrine cost, which means you get your bonuses earlier. Support Spain's loyalists gives you like a little bit of industry stuff, I think, but I have no proof.
Base war support political power. And this one.
You don't want to do Realpolitik. You want to do Bolivarian or Hispanic Alliance. So basically just choose left or right. They both go down to coastal defense plan.
Left it is.
Alright. That one gives you a reduction for land doctrine or air doctrine. And it's only 35 days. It's pretty good. And then while you have that open, it's the middle one. Not in Spirit of the Academy, but
Spirit of the
Army
Army.
Command. So the middle one, Spirit of the Army, Relief of Command.
Army experience, Army advisor cost.
It makes your Army advisors 50% cheaper, and you get 25% better experience gain, which is more efficient than professional Army Corps.
Okay.
Because this also makes getting like. This makes getting your infantry advisor cheaper, your logistics advisor cheaper. It's just a whole bunch of important stuff. I don't touch Spirit of Division Command a whole lot, in part because I usually just try to save my army experience for doctrines. I don't know if any of these are good. I don't touch them.
Okay. And then we go into these. I still haven't gotten the discount to make that cheaper yet. Alright, researches were available now. I want some artillery. I suppose I can do all these, can't I? Air crew, air wing, advisor cost, aircraft research, air experience gain. I might as well get that one since I'm not paying attention to it anyway. Attack all the way. Alright, I think everything's all caught up. I'm ready to unpause.
Alright, ready when you are.
See guys, this is who I usually play. These guys up here. And I usually
play
lose.
the border countries.
Good old Finland. Although there was the Finland save that I had with you, I stretch across the Soviet Union. We killed them.
because they start off with a pretty strong national spirit,
Yeah.
Sisu,
You just saw
and
fascist
then
Finland spread across the map. It was
right. The
great.
fascist or authoritarian path for Finland is stronger than the democratic path that it follows just because of the recruitable population, which is very useful,
Yeah.
especially when your name is Finland.
And you've got such a small population.
Hmm.
I'm at 81% stability right now.
I do. I'm impressed. And then I go off to
Heroic Military College. Oh,
Hero
wow.
ships.
Heroic Military College. Where's that? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you can do a continuous focus.
I would not recommend that.
No?
Continuous focuses are pretty much what you do whenever you've done all of your focus tree. I'm pausing. What do you want to do? If you do oil field expansion and then go to nationalize the oil fields, I won't do shit,
Um,
and you'll get your oil back.
eventually, right now, I was just looking for where the Heroic Military College was because
Yeah, you can go for that if you want.
I wanted
That
to
gives
get
you
my
your
theorist to get Superior
right. That'll give
Fire
you your
cheaper.
that'll give you your doctrine cheaper. Yeah.
To advance my military majorly. But should I go for that first, or should I, um,
I'll say this: the closer we get to the outbreak of World War II, the easier countries are going to try and join factions.
so I should try to take some out before
It
everyone's
would
all
not be a
factioned
terrible
up?
idea.
Yeah, I think I might have to just skip that because I still have quite a ways to go to get down to march southward. So, yeah, oh well. I'll get it cheaper eventually.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'm good to unpause.
So it shall be.
Um, yeah, I don't remember you having to like complete so many different focus things to be able to do stuff last time we played.
You weren't playing a whole lot of countries with long focus trees.
That's fair.
Also, republics are typically more stable than other countries. Just an observation.
Um,
My senators are all running away from me.
to the
Whatever
Hispanic
am I going to
Alliance.
do? What? What? What did you say?
To the Hispanic Alliance. I'm not allowed to do it. I have to do Real Poltnik.
Why are you not allowed to do Hispanic Alliance?
Because the ruling party is not neutral anymore. It is democratic. worker strike.
Do whatever one you want.
Oh, goodbye political power. I don't want to lose all my stability. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to do this one.
It looks like you can still do march southwards if you. So go over to oilfield expansion. It's on the left side.
Yeah, I just need to drop down to interior defense plan.
Right. So do oilfield expansion, and then nationalize the oil fields. Then go down to oppose Yankee imperialism. I won't give a shit because I am the U.S.
Yeah.
And then international proletarianism, interior defense plan, then march southwards.
Alright. So it is time to do the oil field expansion.
I'm sorry. I fucked up by having you become a democracy too early. I forgot there's some things where you need to still stay non-aligned for like.
Yeah, you were like, you saw it and you're like, this doesn't require anything. You're good to go do other things now. And I was like, all right. And then
Man.
it was a step below that there was requirements. Hey, we learned for next time.
Yeah, I fucked up. I'm sorry. It's
I don't know enough about the game to care or be upset. So
okay.
you lucked out.
Thank you. There are
Of
some
course.
people that would hang me up by my toes.
No, not me, Chief. You're a king.
No, you're a king.
Anti-tank stuff? Yeah, fuck people's tanks. I'm gonna make military infantry units that are just like decked out with shit and just wipe the floor
That
with
is
people.
the concept of superior firepower. You have some infantry for defense and artillery, anti-tank, and anti-air for everything else.
It's time to get a doctrine. Let's get superior firepower.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the superior firepower gang.
I got it for 50.
That's pretty good.
I don't know, I had some boost thing and it was like, do it now, and I was like, okay.
Okay.
I was able
I'll
to pick
happily
one
take a free
doctrine
what is-
for 50% off.
I'll happily take a free 10% damage just as the entry level thing for superior firepower.
Right. Okay, did I get my researches all set up? Yeah, alright, I'm ready to continue.
As am I.
Alright.
As an apology, I will civ boost the shit out of you. Hold on. You're gonna want to accept that. One, two, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Except that you'll get 15 civilian factories. There you go.
Damn!
Arsenal of democracy, baby. How is Congress looking? Not great. Time to lobby.
Amazing. Nationalize the oil fields.
I'll just hold that until it's ready.
One day, Guatemala, I will end you. One day.
It's just gonna take a little longer because I'm a bit of a ditz.
It'd be like that.
It really do. Oh, Spain is finally finishing its civil war.
It's
Just a
amazing.
little bit.
Let's go check on Spain. How's it looking? Oh, yeah. They have become the nationalist Spain. Doing great, guys.
They even fused the parties. They have the Carlism bonus instead of the Carlism penalties.
I love that for them. How's everyone else doing? German Reich slowly getting bigger. Soviet Union, as scary looking as always. France, still in one piece.
For now.
For not much longer.
Give it a bit.
My stability, 81%.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm rather
It'll
proud of
get
it.
even higher as your party in power gets stronger.
Yeah. My daily change is plus 0.04 instead of 0.06. So it is increasing slower.
Yeah, so the more popular that your political party gets, the harder it is to attract
Yeah.
people.
It's reduced by 20% because of the size of it.
Yeah,
More
an
artillery.
unfortunate drawback.
Improved artillery. Fuck yeah. We have nationalized the oil fields.
Oh, Oh well. I do not care.
Another batch of maps. Useless. Alright, 35 days. And opposing imperialism will be done.
War support, and then under that, you attempt to join the Comintern, but you can leave, which you should do because otherwise it will have issues.
I attempt to join what now?
So under Yankee imperialism, the one underneath that, it says something Mexican entry into the Comintern. I think the Soviet Union will say no because you're not communist enough, and also you held on to the Trotsky. So you should be fine. But if it puts you in the
Oh, I
Comintern,
see.
just leave it.
I get the event to enter into it.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Oh, I can support the Spanish right. 3 units of convoys removed from the national stockpile.
It gives you free
Guns.
army and navy experience.
6% chance army experience plus 20. 3 units cavalry is added to the national stockpile. It's Mexican weapon shipment. 40% chance of navy experience. Gets event. Weapon shipment lost. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I get the extra equipment right now. Sounds like fun. What's happening? Okay, research. Bigger guns.
Gonna need a bigger gun, and if that don't work, use more.
So the anti-tank upgrade. Released. For air doctrine, I'm looking probably at battlefield support, right?
Battlefield support is better for fighters and CAS. Strategic destruction is better for fighters and strategic bombers, and operational integrity is the tactical bomber group. So depending on what you want to use, pick.
Okay, international militarism.
And then under that, you have the interior defense plan, which basically just puts forts on the border with me.
We're gonna go strategic destruction. That way I can eventually pump for air units for once I've taken over Mexico. To help in the long run of the war.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
I think that will be beneficial. Production-wise.
I need to find every single little island I have out in the Pacific and put a dude on it.
I need to start making some military places. Some military bases.
Right, so there.
Military factories. Those will go flying through. Synthetic. Do you ever build fuel silos?
No, I just produce more oil.
That's what I was thinking. They welcome us to the common term.
All right, pause. Join the common turn, then leave the common turn. Oh no, leave the common turn.
Where art thou?
The reason you leave the common turn is because if you declare war on like Guatemala while you're in a faction, you'll lose my guarantee, and I'll auto declare war on you.
Okay.
And I don't want to kill you.
Exiled, occupied, manage. How do I go about joining the common term?
You're already in the common turn, so go right-click on the Soviet Union. Go over to the map with the Soviet Union.
Leave faction?
Right. Yep, leave faction.
Okay. I've left the faction.
Indeed. You are now back under my aegis.
On that note,
We're going right down to the southern thrust. What are you doing? NAP?
I was thinking about it. Doesn't hurt to do it.
There you go.
They will not accept.
It just says that because there's a flare at the wheel.
Cool. Alright, aggression back, accept. Alright, that'll be non-aggression. Alright, cool. About to get my next land doctrine. Upgrade. Alright, I'm ready to unpause again.
Alright, so am I.
Thanks for those factories you sent me. That sent me flying through my initial construction. I'm almost done making civilian factories.
It's a non-issue and also an apology for misleading you.
And boosting my initial infrastructure. Pops. Then we're going to get all my railways made throughout my country so that I actually can get things from A to B. And then
to improve supply, movement, speed, and resource gathering operations. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
And then I'll get some radars out, some anti-air on the border for that I'm about to start a war with. Then all my military factors will go out. It's coming together. Outdated equipment is in production. The artillery,
This means you have
improved artillery.
newer version you can use.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind you will suffer a reduced production efficiency, but that's just kind of growing pains.
Yeah. So that'd be. Alright. Organization plus 10. Fuck yeah.
You love to see it.
Research is available. Alright. March southward. Begin.
I've been justified against. Oh, never mind. It's against someone that I've guaranteed, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to get called in. Because You are the person that is guaranteeing them. Or you're the person that's justifying against them, but I've guaranteed with you.
Ah.
Basically, 2 guarantees cancel out. So if I've guaranteed you in Guatemala, if you two fight, I don't care. About time. That took way too long.
They really held out there.
They really did. I'd be impressed if it wasn't annoying.
Alright, march southward is about to be done.
Excellent. If anyone interferes, I'll intervene on your side. I've guaranteed you.
Italy has joined the German Reich. March southward
That
is
means World War II is
completed.
about to kick off. Awesome, awesome.
Alright, we're gonna
Oh,
jump.
guys, can you believe it? World War II, next year.
That's crazy! Jump back up and get that. Alright. So now I need to declare a
Yep,
war.
So right-click on the country you want to declare war on if you have a war goal, and then click Declare War.
Cool. I do not need to call allies. I wish to annex them.
Yes.
Cool. We've declared war. My 21 armies versus their 2.
Let's go.
Close air support wing.
Well done. All right. So they changed how this works. If they have a navy, go to Take Navy, and then take their ships.
Okay. I can make my demands.
Yep. So they
All
don't.
right.
They actually don't have a navy. Then just you're already in Take States. Just click on the state you want to conquer. They only have one.
So, this one.
Yep.
I wish to take this one.
Yes. Submit demands.
Puppet, change their government.
Submit demands is at the bottom right, by the way.
And then submit, right?
Yes.
Alright. And then pass.
Once you're done, you hit confirm and exit because there's nothing left to do.
Oh, up at the top. Okay. what he taught me, front line, goes
Hold on.
here. And then we are going to offensive line. There. They have 10 infantry and some artillery. Oh wow, they are going to be a pain to capture, aren't they?
Oh, San Salvador? El
Yeah.
Salvador. Yeah, they're annoying because they only have 2 states, which means they can actually cycle their units. So they just keep resetting whether or not they're going to die or not. It's infuriating, but it's also worth killing them because there's a chance that they just join the Axis if you wait too late. So as long as world tension's below like 50%, we should be fine. Somebody abrogated my treaty. Damn it. Alright, you're doing another focus that gives you war goals.
Yeah. I needed to declare war, to annex, send.
Alright, my unit should be much stronger than they were before. Poland capitulated, which means Benelux is next.
Okay, I'm currently winning the war.
There's the Benelux.
I need them to die.
forgot I can conscript women.
Oh, I might be going into a civil war in 100 days.
You just have to finish the war before that point. If you can get an infantry advisor in your government, I would do that. So I'll pause the game. You are now fighting Japan.
I am? Yes.
Apparently. Alright, so, you can enter the Allies right now if you want. Alright. You'll probably be fine now. Probably. That's basically just the China's saying they don't want you to fight China.
Alright, you were saying I should get who now?
You already have it. I just checked your stream.
Oh.
It was a guy in your military staff, your infantry advisor.
Oh, yeah. I chalked that shit up as soon as I could.
Nice. 10% doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it feels like it. Feels like it when you get hit by it. Alright, are you ready to unpause?
Oh, I suppose so.
Okay.
I, for some reason, don't feel like I'm winning this war at all.
Green bubble is good. Just keep pushing.
Yeah,
And
currently
they're also running
winning.
low. Their divisions are also low strength. You have your Air Force up?
I think so.
Belgium did a thing.
My close air support is doing close air support stuff. My fighters are doing air superiority.
Yep, that's exactly what you want.
Alright, so I did remember that much. Man, so many people want everything from me. Yeah, I'm just gonna say no to everyone. Is that fine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, cool. I'll hold off on buying my next doctrine for a moment. How goes construction? Oh, soon we'll have all the military factories. Then we can craft everything. Oh, my love.
I didn't know you started a new one. I would have been on.
What?
Didn't know you started a new one. I would have been on.
I said I was gonna start a new one like 10 minutes after the last one ended.
I was asleep when the last one ended.
That'll do it. I got them, finally.
Nice. All right. So you don't get a peace conference because they're in a faction that's at war with you. So just kind of move on to the next one.
Eat your apple, baby.
Oh, I ate the apple, yeah. I have a free dockyard, not doing anything. Hey, you know what? Just make more convoys. I just could care less. I could not be bothered right now, you know?
Alright, I'm gonna punch my mic.
You and punching your mic.
It's right in front of my face, and I have an itchy face.
Relic Military College is done, finally. Okay, back to what I was doing earlier. Where was I going? Oh, northern steel plants. I need more iron. Plus, this will get me towards another research slot. I can keep ignoring these call to arms, guys. It's not gonna happen. Oh. You, I can get you. Superior firepower doctrine's cheaper. Ugh. Imagine getting a superior fire doctrine for 35.
Nice. I think my cheapest one was like 85.
Because I had a minus 65% cost.
Oh, should I got reductions?
Integrated? Alright, integrated or dispersed?
I almost always pick integrated.
Because I'm just going to put the artillery and things in the army, right?
Right. So, integrated makes it so that way if you have them in support companies, which you do want to do because it uses a reduced amount, but still gives you some pretty nice bonuses, you get additional bonuses for having them there, like higher organization, which is basically how long your army can stay in a fight for.
Awesome. Pretty soon here, I'm going to need to edit my fucking groups. Mechanical range keeper. Sure.
Heads up, at about 2:30, I have to get off.
Okay.
So that won't be for a while, but I just wanted to let you know in advance.
Available war goals. Yep. Okay. My army. What does my army want with me? How's everyone doing? We're fighting Honduras.
Yep. Yup.
Begin the advance.
apparently every single senator likes me, but none of the House does, which means nothing will get done.
I love that for you.
I hate this. What? Oh, Civil War. Good luck.
The fuck just happened to me?
Civil War, you were below your stability for too long. I'm gonna slow it down so that way you can focus. Actually, I'll pause.
Yeah, we just pause this for a moment here. Oh God. Do I have to capture myself?
You have to get all your ship back, yes.
Oh. My commander abandoned me.
I would send you volunteers, but until someone makes the mistake of declaring war on me, you can't do shit.
Son of a bitch. Making me kill my own fucking units. Doing stupid shit. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright.
I think.
Begin. If possible, I'd just bomb rush Mexico City.
Yeah, my entire army's in the lower section, so I'm just rushing back north to Mexico.
Right.
More or less. Steel plants. That's great. Bigger issues right now.
are going to capitulate.
Is there anything I can do about this?
Not unless you can snag some of your own victory points very quickly.
I am dead.
Yup. Do you want to call it then? Because the government in exile game isn't very fun.
Yeah, I'll probably call it there.
Alright.
Dang.
Sorry, man.
That's alright. I wasn't paying too. I was so focused on trying to invade to get those territories, I let my stability drop way too far. And I should have waited on declaring a war to keep it above and then boost it back up some before I advanced again. That was my fault.
It's all good. I probably should have made you aware of that, and that lesson is on me. Have a great day, man.
But I learned a shit ton. Thanks for teaching.
Happy. I'm more than happy to do it.
Next time I won't kill myself. So.
It's a growing pain. Have a wonderful day, Andrew.
Yeah, take it easy, Seth. Have a great day. Dang. That was crazy. We were doing so well, and then just like that, I lost. Because my whole army was away from my capital, down in the south when the Civil War started. And I couldn't get units out fast enough because they needed to train. And so I basically just handed myself a loss. But hey, Legion, how's it going? How we doing? And that was HOI4, Hearts of Iron 4. It's a great game. There's a shit ton of stuff, and that was just one country. There was all that going on in that one country. Not to mention the fact that there's about, I don't know, every other country under the sun that existed at that time. And you can play as all of them. With all of them having their own unique trees and difficulties and people and everything to work your way through. The research tree looks more or less the same in all of them, to my knowledge. But unlike that path kind of is similar. But your territories are different. The way that you queue up construction stuff, you have the same similar options, stuff like that. And I feel like I did really well that time. I just fucked up, you know. But just hoping next time it works out and I can manage it right. I've learned a lot of stuff that I wasn't doing quite right before that left me being a lot slower. Instead of spread upgrading my infrastructure, focus upgrading infrastructure, to focus upgrading, building civilian bases, which will allow me to build everything else much faster. If I feel like if I did that stuff playing as Finland, I might be able to get that going and survive against Russia much easier. And yeah, but that'll be all for this stream. We're gonna call it a day here. I might get on and do some stuff with other people later. I may or may not stream it. It just kind of depends. Yeah, I'll get this uploaded here soon. But thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know if you like this. I'll definitely be playing it again. I don't know if I'll stream it again. We'll see. Probably. But yeah, thanks for coming.